Thanks for staying with us on the conversation. We're still following the evacuation efforts and information reaching us. And just like we've brought to you on News Central TV, we've had the second batch of returnees from Sudan. We know that since April 15, there's been a war-torn clash between the two major rivals in Sudan, and lots of countries have been trying to evacuate the citizens from this conflict. We've had the first batch on Monday for Nigerian citizens, and then today we've had the second batch arrived at the Nnamdi Azikwe International Airport in Abuja. And still talking about this evacuation efforts, we have one of the returnees who is joining us on the conversation. We have Mohammed. Abdulrahman is from the International University of Africa and presently in Kano. Thank you so much, Mohammed, for joining us on this conversation. And if you can hear me, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
All right, so we've had lots of stories about this evacuation efforts, talking about limited buses, the trauma that you went through, seeing the conflict going on in Sudan. So for you, how was it, the evacuation effort, and all what you went through in Sudan before you were brought back to Nigeria?
First of all, we arrived at Center of International University of Africa. All Nigerian students arrived there. After then, we have at least 2 to 3 days in International University of Africa waiting for buses to come and take us to border. After 3 days, then 9 buses coming. Arrived at International University of Africa. And then instead of 40 buses, I mean not 40, 44 buses, we are at least, they estimate we are at least 3,500 to be evacuated, but only 9 buses came. After 9 buses came, they said that ladies 35 in each bus, ladies 35, men 15. So we have started entering in order, then start entering randomly. Me and entered through window of the bus. I entered the bus. I find my seat. Then after then, we go out of the university, waiting at least 1 hour in order to pay the drivers. They paid them. Then we start the journey. When we near to arrive the border, there is some village called Dungula. The drivers stopped there and said they will not continue until they paid them complete. They said they paid them 30%. We wait up to 3 to 4 hours. Then we decided to give them our passport in order to take us into border. We give them and reach the border. After we reach the border, we wait here at least 7 days, six days. We leave Khartoum on Wednesday. We have there in the border 6 days, 7 days. We live here without food. We stand tight, no food, no toilet, no shelter. If we find it, it will be very expensive. We bought 1 plate of food about 10,000 Sudanese francs, which is equivalent to 15,000 naira. Then after 5 days, there's someone come from embassy, but he's not Nigerian, he is Sudanese. He came from embassy and told us they are working on the Egypt border. They are yet to finish. He go back to Egypt embassy. And then the next day he came and told us told us he is yet to finish. Then he give us the money for food. Then we say we don't want it. There is exit stamp in Sudanese border, which is 5,200 Sudanese francs for the stamp. Then we say we don't want food, we need the stamp. Then they start processing. We get the stamp. The next day, we add next 2 more days. Then we enter the Egypt embassy, not Egypt embassy, Egypt border. After we reach the Egypt border, we have count us, screen us, check us very well in order to know whether you have anything unlawful or something like that. Then after the bus came, we enter and travel to I forget the city name, Aswan. We travel to Aswan International Airport. From there, then we return to Nigeria, alhamdulillah.
Mohammed, which airline brought you to Nigeria? And was it Air Peace or the Nigeria Air Force C-130 Hercules?
I returned by Air Peace.
Okay. And now that you're back, Mohammed, how do you feel? Do you think you'll be going back to your studies anytime soon? And have you made it back to your home? Have you reunited with your family?
I'm very excited because I never experienced something like you are in the city and there is soldiers fight together. So when I come back, I feel safe, not fair. I'm very, very happy. I'm so happy. Then inshallah, I would like to go back to Sudan in order to complete my study because I have 1 year remaining to finish. So I like to go back and complete my study, inshallah.
Mohammed Abdulrahman, thank you very much. We wish you all the best and we hope peace returns to Sudan soon. Thank you very much for talking to us at News Central. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, well.